What's that? Her playing music?
No, I heard something.
Oh.
And then my car light was on. I know what went on. How they look behind you?
Oh, look good. I'm on. I'm live now. I'm about to dial the conference line with your phone.
You need the phone?
Yeah, I need you to dial it. Dial into the line. Oops. Technical difficulties, but I'm going to get it figured out here in just a second. So those of y'all that might be logged in already. Ronell Burns.
I might have muted you, baby.
Ronell Burns.
Joanna Edwards.
Hello, Miss Edwards.
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great. I got the link inside the group me's for those of y'all that's going to be joining us on the group me.
Chris Donahue, Kansas City.
How you doing, Mr. Donahue?
Awesome. How about yourself, Mr. Byrne?
Going great, going great. Yes, sir. We're going to get started here in a moment. Give everybody a chance to log in.
Okay.
And we're going to get started here shortly. How was everybody's weekend?
Great.
Awesome.
Great. Getting better every day.
Who?
How was yours?
Great, great. Hey guys, do me a favor. Those of y'all that's logging into the live link, make sure that you hit subscribe to the channel so you can get access to all the live training that we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing a lot of live training and video links so that as new people come into the business, you guys can just send them the link and they can get caught up on how to do the presentation, the process they need to be going through, all of that stuff. You all get caught up on all of that. So it's going to be really, really good. Find my notepads. And so I'm going to end these dings, guys, and we're going to get started here in just a second here. Let's see. How you doing, Mr. Salon?
Oh, we're fine. How y'all doing?
Great, great. Baby, did you log in with Star?
Doing good.
Oh, yeah. You gonna have to hang up and go back this far. I need a pound by minute.
Welcome. This service is provided by Free Conference Call. You entered 200. There are 12 participants in the conference. Please announce yourself. Entry and exit tones are off. All participants are muted and they can unmute them. Please enter your subscriber PIN followed by... Please wait. The recording has started.
All right, teammates, we're about to go ahead and get started tonight. So tonight we're going to be talking about the process, guys. And the process It's what we're talking about is what should be happening when you bring a new recruit into the business, the process that we should be taking them through, what they need to understand and what they need to know in order to be successful in the business. So we're going to go through what the process is so that everybody can be clear about what the process is. Everybody can start following the process, and we all know what we need to do to go be successful. Hold on one second here. Let's go and find my notes, and we're going to get started. Wanted to give a quick shout out to, I know that the name is on Chris Donahue team. He got 2 senior rep promotions. Matter of fact, I'll do it at the end of the call so we can unmute the line that right in front of me. So first off, let's talk about the process. And guys, tonight we're going to talk about the process. And this whole training that we're putting together is to make sure that new recruits that come into the business understand how this all works. It's for the field trainer to know the process that you ought to take them through, but it's also for the new recruit to know what they should be taken through so that they can have the maximum success in Primerica, particularly with our team, Six Figure Ambition. And so we're going to talk about a few concepts tonight. At the end of the call, I'll give you a chance to ask some questions so that we can clarify anything that you might not have understood. So anybody that's late that's getting logged in, you can go into the group meeting and you can click the live link, and you can drop off the conference line if you like, but you can click on the live link, and we're live on the YouTube channel so you can kind of see as we go through these particulars. So the first thing we're going to talk about in the process is handling the new recruit. So I got the first pointer is get a recruit in and clarify the compensation, and put emphasis on the 3x3, the bonus plan, auto, home, and vivid. So let's talk about that a little bit. We want to talk about when a new recruit get into the business, that we should be putting emphasis on compensation. New recruits has to clearly understand how they get paid so they can know what to expect and really when to expect it. So let's talk about, first off, the compensation plan. When I get a new recruit in the business, the first thing I want them to understand is you joined Primerica, you became a part of Six Figure Ambition team, but how does your compensation plan work? And if you're in the Six Figure Ambition base shop, here's how your compensation plan works. The company has a tremendous bonus plan that you're working on while you're in your field training process. So there's several ways that you're going to be getting paid. There's several products that you're going to be getting paid on. One of them is the prepaid legal product. And the prepaid legal product is when people don't have a written will in place. We wrote their life insurance policy. They put down a beneficiary. The beneficiary when they die going to get $200,000, $300,000, $500,000 at one time with no instructions. So it's important, and this is a product that you can offer with your life insurance program to help them to put a will in place. The prepaid legal program costs the client $26 a month. When they first enroll, they'll pay a total of $36. Why? Because there's a $10 enrollment fee. But that's going to play you, the new recruit, depending on your level of what you achieve, anywhere from $60 to $80. $60 to $80, depending on if you're a rep or a district leader at the time when you do that transaction. So that's one of the ways you're going to get paid as a new recruit coming into the business as soon as you get assigned your associate number. You pay your $124. $99 covers your independent business application fee. $25 pays for your website. And that's a reoccurring payment every single month that the new recruit, they need to understand that it's $25 a month, and that's a reoccurring fee so that they can keep their back office up and going, so they can see how many policies they submitted, how many policies their team submitted, how much cash they got coming to them. So you're going to make sure they understand that you pay $124, they're going to give you your solution number. That's how the company know who to pay. And it's very important that they know who to pay. So that's prepaid legal. The second thing a new recruit you're going to get paid on is the Vivid Alarm System. Now, new recruits get paid on Vivid Alarm System, and you get paid on the Vivid Alarm System $250. You're getting $250 because you referred somebody to a toll-free number, and they get a burglar alarm system where they can see what's going on in their house, whether they're there or not. Response time is within 7 seconds. Something going on in the house, within 7 seconds, they get a response time. See, that's going to pay you as a new recruit $250. And all you did is refer them to Vivid. They come out, they install it. You're paid within a week, week and a half of that installment date for that product. The third way you're going to get paid is on auto and home insurance, which we have the largest brokerage in the United States. See, Primerica, we teamed up with Answer Financial. And Answer Financial is the largest brokerage in the United States. So most people think that their auto insurance rates is dependent upon where they live at. Well, it's not dependent on where you live at. It's based on how much money the company made that you with, how much money that they made in the territory that you live in. If they made a bunch of money where you live, then you're going to get the best rate. See, Primerica allows us to sit in front of our clients and take the guessing game away. See, our clients don't have to wonder if they're in the right company or not when it comes to auto and home insurance. They're going to find out for sure when they call our toll-free number if they with the right company or they with the wrong company. And they get a chance to do something about it. Well, that auto and that home insurance or that auto and that renter's insurance, again, depending on what level you're on, going to pay you anywhere from $85 to $100. And all you did, again, was refer that client to the toll-free number, guys. And you as agents, you need to have that locked in your phone number. The toll-free number locked in your cell phone, 877-855-8111. And make sure you lock that number in your cell phone. Why? Because when you sitting around talking to somebody, you can be in a basic conversation and you ask them, hey, if I can save you $60 a month on your car insurance, if I can save you $50 a month on your homeowner's insurance, would that benefit you? See, for me, there's only one answer to that question. Absolutely, that benefits them. So what we want to do is get them enrolled into that auto and home, get them enrolled into that system, and they make the phone call, and you, the new rep, depending on what level you've achieved at that time, anywhere from $85 to $100, and all you did is put them on the phone with the 800 number. Now, on top of that, you got an awesome bonus plan. Because when you first get started with Primerica, new agents are not licensed. So new agents can't go put their opinion on a life insurance transaction. However, you got the benefit that you're working with a field trainer. So Primerica has worked it out with the regulators where we can pay you while you're getting training. We're not paying you for particularly that life insurance policy, but every time you go on the training department and we do a training transaction, we close a life insurance, we close a recruit, Primerica is going to pay you $100. So they get up to a $300 bonus on top of, think about this, if you sat down with a client, you did a Vivint home alarm system, $250. Auto and home, another $85. Prepaid legal, another $60 to $85. So you're already at about $450. Then you go do one recruit and one life insurance sale, that's another $100. So you're at about $550, and you did one life insurance, one recruit, one Vivint, one auto and home, one prepaid legal. So you're thinking about that part-time, you can get into this business. You go see a client, put those services in place for them. The client get a life insurance policy and join the business with you as well. New recruit just made $550, $600. See, they can get excited about that. Because how long does it take a new recruit to make $600 on their job? How long does it take them? See, we are part of the greatest opportunity in American business where a person can come out brand new out the street, ain't certified, ain't licensed, do a prepaid legal, auto and home, Vivint alarm system, and one recruit and one life insurance transaction and make about $600. Man, this thing is exciting. But it's about us helping them to understand that you can go out here and make a significant difference in your life and in your monies by what? Helping a new recruit get established and get them going in the business. Then listen, when they go to 2 recruits, right, they get 2 more additional recruits and 2 more life insurance sales, giving them a total of 3 recruits and 3 sales. That's an additional $200 that the company's going to give them as soon as they pass their test. So let's look at this. We did 3 life insurance policies as a new agent. See, this is what we got to make sure our people understand. We go out in your field training. You're not even licensed or certified yet. You did 3 recruits and you did 3 life sales. That's a $300 bonus when you pass your test total. You're going to get the first 100 when you ain't even licensed yet. You just completed the licensing class. 1 recruit, 1 sale, complete the license class. They're going to send you $100. Plus you enroll the person for Vivint alarm system. Plus you did an auto and home on somebody. Plus you did a prepaid legal on somebody. It can be all in one house. You had $600 and then you get two additional $200 bonus. $800 to $1,000, guys. $800 to $1,000 within your first week and a half. At the longest stretch, it should be 2 weeks in a business. And you had $1,000 in income. Ain't many places that you can go and do that. Now, a lot of companies will promise you're going to make $1,000 in a week or 2. But it doesn't happen. See, in Primerica, it really, really happens. We're going to tell you the work that you got to go do. Put a recruit in. Put a policy in with your field training. You ain't doing the talking. You observing. You listening. You don't even know what you're doing at this time. And we, the field trainer, is going to position that new agency. They got to have the confidence in us that we're going to position them to go out there and get them a comma check.
in their first 2 weeks. See, the new recruit's job is to just follow our lead. And our lead is to help them understand. Listen, our goal is to go make you $1,000. We want to get you a comma check in your first week. We want to get you a comma check in your first week or two in this business. Because you're certified right now to do auto and home, prepaid legal, Vivid alarm system, auto and home. And when you do your life insurance and your recruit, they're going to pair those two together to give you an additional $300 bonus. Man, this thing is amazing. But they need to understand how it works. Now, once you go and you complete your 3 recruits and your 3 sales, pass your test, you done made your $300 bonus plus about $600 on the auto, home, Vivid, and things of that nature. Now you're on a graduated compensation plan, which means now you're going on our commission scale, which takes you to a whole nother level. See, once you want to complete your training, get your 3x3 out the way, because once you get your 3x3 out the way, you go on the commission scale now. And the greatest part of Primerica is the way that, because when you go on the commission scale because you passed your test, man, now, if you did 3x3, you had a 50% contract. That means if a client write a check for $84 that night to get a family plan on life insurance for $84 a month, you do that times 12 months, they're going to pay about $1,000 for that year. You had a 50% contract. You get half. You get half of that $1,000. Imagine getting $500 on one deal now. Why? Because you graduated. You're on a graduated compensation plan. You knocked out your 3 recruits and your 3 sales. You got your $300 bonus. You did your extra almost $1,000 because you did the auto and home, the prepaid legal, the Vivid alarm system. But now you on the graduated comp plan. So see, you as a new recruit, you got to hurry up and get through your 3 recruits and your 3 sales to get to the graduated compensation. Now you're making 50% of whatever they pay for the year. Even if you with a single lady with kids and she paid $50 a month, that's $600 a year. $50 a month times 12 months, $600 a year she's paying. So if she's paying $600 a year, you get 50% of that $600. That's $300. And you sitting there watching your trainer do the work because you still don't know what you're doing yet. See, you get paid to listen to us. You get paid to listen to your leaders. You don't even have to be good, and we positioning you where you can make $500 to $1,000 in a couple of weeks. See, all you got to do is play a significant game called follow the leader. Right? You don't even have to be good. We got to be good. And we got competent and confident field trainers that as long as we get in front of people, we know how to close the deal. Why? Because people absolutely need what we're offering. See, we're not selling juju beans and all this other kind of stuff that people going around selling. No, we're offering solutions to clients' financial challenges. See, the products and services that we offer you absolutely need. And not only do you need them, we help the client to be able to position themselves to afford it. Point number 2, you got to explain the market list and who we should be seeing. 3 to 5 pointers with 4 to 5 pointers first. The first 10 people you see should actually be 4 to 5 pointers. That means they're couples that live together, that pay bills together. See, but you as a new recruit is responsible for building a list. And the field trainer's job is to help you build the list because you don't know how to build the list. You don't know how to build the list. So we're going to help you go build a top 100 list. Why? Because we got to train you properly. But we have to sit down and build and construct that list together. And I'm not going to go through tonight how to go build the list. I did that on Saturday's training. So go back into this YouTube channel and you'll see that there's a link on becoming a field trainer or developing field trainer. It talks about how to properly build a market list. You got to have 100 names on the paper when you're starting off. If you're a new recruit in the business, you got to have 100 names on the piece of paper. Because we can't train you if you only got 10 names on the paper, 15 names on. That's not enough. See, our job is to take you on 30, 35 appointments, at minimum 30 to 35 appointments. And the first 10 need to be with couples, people that live together, pay bills together, got kids, pay a mortgage, got a job within the age range of 25 to 55. See, we want to be in the right market. Why? Because we can produce the results that you need if we're in front of the right people. So I want to see your aunties, your uncles, your cousins, that's married or got a significant other that live with them. Why? Because if they got a significant other, one of them died, financially that impacts the family. So they need what? Life insurance. They need income replacement. See, we in front of the right people. We ain't selling cigarettes at a non-smokers convention. People at a non-smoking convention don't need cigarettes. So we want to be in the best position to get you paid. We want to be in the best position to get you your 3x3 and get you promoted. So you got to go build that list. And field trainers, we have to go build it with them the right way, right? We got to go do that. Chris said I'm chopping up. I don't know if I'm not on my internet. Hold on 1 second, guys. Let me get on my internet. Hold on. All right, so tell me if that's better. Okay, it may be the channel. Okay, so it may be better. I wasn't on my Wi-Fi, so y'all tell me if y'all see me a little bit better. So again, guys, we said explain the market list and who we should see. See, this is the field trainer's responsibility. The field trainer's responsibility is to help the people understand and identify who you need to be putting us in front of. See, I don't want to go see your 23-year-old cousin when you on your initial field training sales. We got plenty of time to do that. But see, on your first 10 appointments, I'm trying to get you your bonus. I'm trying to get you paid. I want to get you a comma check within your first 10 hours of working with me. But I can't get you a comma check, again, if we got boxes and cartons of cigarettes walking into a non-smokers convention. So we want a 5-point market. A 5-point market, 4 to 5-point market. We don't even want 3-pointers on your first 10. We want 4 to 5-point market. I want them to be married. I want them to have children. I want them to be in the age range of 25 to 55 years old. I want them to have a job, right? Married, children, homeowner, job. Married, homeowner, children, job, age 25 to 55. See, that's the right market. That's where we can make the magic happen for you, baby, because if they got kids and they die, they need insurance. If they got a spouse and they die, they need insurance. If they live in a house, they need car insurance and homeowners insurance. They want the Vivint alarm system to protect their assets as well, baby. See, I want to get you to green. And the way we get you to green is you putting us in front of people who give us the best opportunity to get you to green. And besides that, it's quality market to train you. See, if you're in a 4 or 5-point market, those people going to ask the toughest questions. And you don't want the tough questions asked when you out of training. You in front of now of a married couple, they ask you this, they ask you that, and you never experienced those questions being asked while you was in training, right? You want to do that. I see some people trying to text me, Matthew, through the group me. If you text it into YouTube, then I can respond because I can't see it through the group me. I can see it right on this screen. So guys, so that's what we want to do. That's what we want to focus on. Being in the right market, that's step number 2. Being in the right market. The first 10 appointments need to be 4 and 5-point market. Once you get through your first 10, now you may go on down to some of the 3-point market. Matt said my message is delayed. Right, it's delayed from the conference call because it's on 2 different frequencies, but it's going to catch up. So like I'm suggesting if you're watching it through YouTube, you can hang up on the conference call line because there is a delay between those 2. And so, yeah, if you're watching on the screen and listening on the conference line, you want to hang that up. So that's the thing, making sure we're in the right market, guys. Make sure we're in the right market. Point number 3, set appointments with the new recruits. Don't lead them to do this alone, at least for the first 10. Even if you got to get on 3-way to do it with them, do not. Guys, I'm telling you, the biggest mistake that a new recruit can make is to get on the phone and start trying to set appointments on their own. Now, some recruits who have strong personalities, they can probably pull it off. But they're an exception. People that got strong wills, strong personalities, they can pull that off. I think Matt and June set all their own appointments when we first got with them. But they really strong, dominant type people. But that's an exception. That's an exception. You do not build a business on an exception. You build a business on the rules. And the rule is the field trainer and the trainee set appointments together. Why? Because the trainer knows how to overcome any objections. The trainer knows how to answer any questions. New recruit don't know. The new recruit still trying to figure it out. But now we got the most inexperienced person trying to do the most important job. There's no more important job than setting appointments because we can't even train you if we can't get appointments set. So new recruits call set appointment. Hey, auntie, can you help me with my training? What do you do, son? Well, we do life insurance. We do investments. We do prepaid legal, long-term care, auto and home insurance. We do investments. You throwing up all over people because a new recruit ain't experienced enough. They're not experienced enough to be setting up appointments. So you send the recruits, and I know some of us did this. I did it myself. Big mistake, big mistake, big mistake. Why? Because you want to develop field trainers. You want them in the game long enough to have some significant success. And if they at home trying to set their own appointments, their Uncle Bubba is wearing them out. And they not getting any appointments set. And you call them, how many you got? Well, I got a possible appointment. No, we need 10 in your first week. How you got a possible appointment? Oh, I know how you got a possible appointment because the trainer allows you to set it on your own, and you should not do that as a new recruit. It's the worst mistake you can make because it's the toughest job. It's the toughest job. Everything depends on appointments being set. See, you can get excited because you got 2 or 3. But what you're not realizing is that the other 3 that you missed because you are inexperienced. Once they ask them 2 or 3 questions, man, I don't care how much you told them to just go back to the top of the page. Something on the inside of them want to say more. So as field trainers, don't be so excited about the appointments that you get. Be wondering which ones you missed. See, they may not be able to get you in front of your next Matthew Hill or your Dennis Love because they couldn't set that appointment. So you're missing the stars, you're missing the studs, you're missing the people that can come and impact the business significantly because the most inexperienced person is trying to set that appointment up. And don't ever leave the toughest job to the least experienced person. See, we don't win in this business by being lazy. We're not going to win in this business by shortcuts. No, we got to go hammer this thing out. So even if you can't be sitting in the same room when you set the appointment, hey, we're going to call and we're going to get on the 3-way at 5:30 to set up your appointments for this week. We'll do it by 3-way. Just call your uncle and auntie, say, hey, I just started a new position. I got my manager on the phone with me. I need you to speak to him for a second. His name is Ronell. And I say, hey, how you doing, Mr. Jones? Your niece, Shantae, just started working with our company. And she got to get certified through the state. In order to get a certification on her license, she got to complete 12 hours of field training. She wanted to know, would you help her? Oh, what did you need to do? All we need you to do is listen to a short presentation, maybe about 20 minutes. And at the end, we need you to fill out a survey, answer some questions to show that she did a good job. And then we're going to put you on the phone and we'll do an exit interview with our auto home company. That's how they're going to register that she actually showed up on this appointment. Is that fair enough? Yes. Well, what y'all selling? Mr. Jones, we're actually not selling anything. We're going to share some concepts with you. If you can benefit from any of them, then we'll be glad to service you. But right now, we just need to get her licensed and certified. Is Tuesday good for you or does Thursday work better? See, we know how to answer those questions. See, some people you can't just fluff off. They want to get some more information. The field trainer needs to be on that phone, on the 3-way, or in the presence with the new recruit. See, you really should have time when you're new recruits where y'all got a scheduled time where you're going to set appointments. And new recruits, you got to have a scheduled time with your upline when you're going to set appointments, at least through your first 10 to 15. And really, if you really want to make it, 20. Your first 20 appointments, you should not set yourself. Your first 20 appointments should be done with you and your field trainer on the phone together. Because your brother thinks he can ask you 20 questions. Your auntie thinks she can ask you 20 questions. Your mama thinks she can ask you 50 questions. But they don't feel like they can ask your trainer that. They want to help you. People respond to helping you. And if you got your superior on the phone, they don't want to embarrass you. So they're not going to integrate us. They're going to hurry up and say they will help you. Why? Because an upper or higher authority is on the phone with you. So the new recruit should not be setting appointments by themselves. Number 3, set appointments with the new recruits. Don't lead them to do it themselves. We talked about that. That is very, very important. Number 4, the first appointment should be with the recruit and their spouse must become a product of the product. So when you recruit somebody into the business, they probably got a significant other. The very first appointment should be with them and the spouse. Why? Because they have to become a product of the product. See, you can't have new recruits going on appointments talking about insurance and investments and auto and home and prepaid legal and vivid alarm systems, and they ain't got the product on themselves. Because if they sitting at the kitchen table and they talking to their brother, they talking to their cousin, they talking to their mom about insurance and investments, one of them going to look up and say, do you got this? Now imagine the new recruit. Imagine you telling your mama that you want her to go enroll, but you didn't. The product ain't good enough. It don't make enough sense for you to get it, but you want your mama to get it. You want your cousin to get it. You want your sister to get it, but you don't got it. I wouldn't buy it from you. I'm not, when you get it, call me back. Because see, I got to know that you believe. When I cut you open, I want to see if you bleed Primerica. If we don't save you money on your auto and home insurance, don't switch. Don't switch, but you should at least call and you should have gotten your quote. You should have gotten your quote. You should have called Vivid Alarm System for your alarm system. You sitting up with ADT and we partner with Vivid. That makes no sense. I own all the products that I qualify for. They didn't beat us on the auto home insurance. I wasn't going to overspend to be with them, but I called. I gave them a shot to beat my rate, and they didn't beat my rate, so I didn't switch. But I know the process. And I feel confident in asking my clients to enroll, asking my sister to enroll, asking my brother to enroll. Before you go on an appointment with somebody else, you should have had one yourself and took out your basic policy, right? So you can talk about what is done for you. See, you're going to be your best testimony. If you got Vivid Alarm and you sitting there with your client and you can show them that you can see your doorstep, you can show them that the cameras is in your house, you can show them that you can say, hey, baby, to your wife, while you sitting there with them, right? If you're in position to go do that, your testimony is stronger. They believe more. And if you did your own Vivid Home Alarm System yourself, your own auto and home insurance yourself, your own life insurance policy yourself, let's see. Oh, $250 on the auto and home. I mean, $250 on the Vivid Alarm. Another about $100 on the auto and home. That's $350. You did your life insurance policy. You was a trainee on that sale, and you probably recruited somebody. That's another $100. You done also made about $500. See, but you can't be a hypocrite talking about you gonna die and your paycheck die with you, but when you die, your paycheck gonna die. You have nothing in place. See, you gotta make sure that you and your spouse is the first appointment you do. And even if you ain't married, you got kids, you got responsibilities. You need to put you a life insurance policy and a mutual fund in place. You need to put you a life insurance policy and a mutual fund in place. Because you can talk about what your product is doing for your life. See, it's powerful if you sitting at a kitchen table and with a husband and wife, you say, yeah, me and my wife got to see if I die. My wife, she get $250. She get $250,000. See, there's a powerful testimony. Yeah, I called the auto and home, baby. I say $60 a month. See, that's a powerful testimony. So you have to become a product of the product. Don't offer what you ain't bought yourself. See, if you ain't got your quote on auto and home, you need to complete that tonight. They still open. You need to complete that tonight. If you ain't called Vivid Alarm System, see about installing the alarm system at your crib, you need to complete that tonight. If you ain't got no life insurance, I don't care about that policy through your job. See, the same thing we tell the client, so goes the job, so goes the insurance. Why you think it don't matter for you? You have to become a product of the product. See, this is the process that you got to go through. If you want to be successful, see, your conviction on your presentation at the kitchen table is stronger when you got the product. I can come and talk to you boldly. I can put some heat on you when you won't protect your family because mine is protected. I'm not talking from a hypocritical standpoint. So, guys, you got to make sure you're a product of the product, right? Number 5. Register the new recruit for licensing class. 2 weeks out. Because they got to go in the field first. You need to stop signing people up. You need to stop signing people up and putting them right in a licensing class. The licensing class is the murder block. It's the killing block. You choking them out. They're going to here and sit in the class for 2 days. From 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Hearing about some stuff they ain't never heard about in their life. and you ain't showed them success yet. New recruits should not be in the licensing class prior to going in the field. And really, they should have been on 10 appointments before they go into their license class. 10 appointments. See, I got to get you to fall in love with this thing before you go into that license class and then you deem it's too hard. No, man, if we didn't close 3 recruits and 3 pilots and you got $300 tied to passing this test, plus you done made some money on Auto Home and Vivid and all of that, you ain't going nowhere. But if I recruited you and got your IBA and stuck you in the license class that same weekend, we might not be seeing you in about 2 days. Because you'll reckon that it's too hard, and I can't allow that to happen to you. So no, Mr. New Recruit, no, you can't go to class first. Once you go to class first, we need to go get 3 recruits and 3 sales so you can get on the graduated comp plan. I want you at a 50% contract. I want you to be getting paid $500 when they write a check for $84. If you go to class first and then come out, you getting paid 12.5%. The policy that would have paid you $500 going to pay you $125. I don't want that to happen to you. So let's get out in the field. Let's work on your comma check over the first 10 appointments. And then you go to that class in your second week in the business because we had some time. We had some time to start training you. You get this thing down in you. Plus, you'll be a little bit better prepared for the license class. Why? Because we talk in that language at the table anyway. We talking about the difference between whole life and term and universal life, all the crap that's going to be in that book. When you get to the class, you're going to have an edge on everybody. Why? Because you've already been hearing that stuff for 2 weeks already. But let me warn you, you don't need to be getting past 2 or 3 weeks. See, by the time that 3rd week is, you need to be licensed. By the time you're in that 3rd week of your business, you need to be licensed. You need to get to that class by the 3rd week. You need to be licensed so you can get to the graduated compensation plan. See, we want to grow this business by codes. We want you to explode code. We want you licensed so you can go get some licensed people up under you. This business is about you overriding people. They're going to pay you good on your own contract. But, man, when you start experiencing overrides. See, the life that me and my wife created, it wasn't based on us doing sales. It's because of overrides. When one person's down, the other person's up. We was riding home tonight, fighting to get back here in time enough to do this training. And we talked about how some of our regional managers, their production is down this month. But then we got Chris Donahue who's having the best month that he's ever had right now. See, when you got enough licensed people, guys, it's important to show them success first and then get them licensed, but you got to get them licensed. Codes is what makes the difference. Doesn't matter that this person or that person not having such a great month. If you got enough codes, somebody picks up the slack. When somebody fall off, somebody else stick their hands up. Codes, getting licensed, that's the name of the game. But when you do it is important. So we got to get people coded. We got to get people licensed. And we got to follow the right process. Not before, it's field first, in the field first. I want you to be at 3x3. I want you to be at a 50% contract almost before you get into that license class. But I want that done within 2 weeks, 3 weeks at the longest. And when you pass your test, I want you getting paid at 50%, baby, because ain't nothing like 50%. You rehire people up under you. They come in at 25. You at 50. They go out and pick up a check for $84 a month. It's $1,000 that the client going to pay for the year. Your new recruit made $250 because they had a 25% contract. You also made $250 when they wrote it because you had a 50% contract. See, we got to get this process done the right way so it's the most advantageous for you. We want you to win. We want you to make money, but you got to understand the process. Field first. Let's get you 3 recruits and 3 sales. Get your $300 bonus out the way. Do some Vivid and some Auto Home, some prepaid legal along the way. Let's get all that done. Then go pass your test. Get your $300 bonus. And then start overriding the team because while we out field training you got 3 recruits in. Those people are following the process as well. We training them for you. Your first 3, we train for you. Your first 6, we train for you. While you learning it, we training other people so you can override. Because when you're licensed in 3 weeks, by the time they get licensed, you already at 50% and you override everything they do. See, this is powerful, but you got to follow the right process. You got to stay in the system. See, the business work when you run systems. This doesn't work because you wake up and just say, let me just do primary. No, you got to be systematic. You got to do it a certain way. You don't walk in McDonald's and see the fries on the opposite side of the restaurant, depending on which one you go to. They all on the same side. When you go in McDonald's, the fry machine is always on the left. The shake machines are always on the right. The Big Mac always have 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles on a sesame seed bun. They run a system, and that's why they have success. Follow the system. That's why we're creating this video, so that people can understand, know the system, and follow it. Follow it because it works. We make $350,000 in our first year with the system because it works. So once you get them in, you know you're going to get them the license class, right? But now let's talk about when that happens. See, when the new recruit, when you get into licensing class, you going Saturday and you going Sunday. All day Saturday, all day Sunday. You got to do this one time in your career. One time. So let's get it done, right? When you get out of class Saturday, Sunday, whenever you get off your work on your job on Monday, we need you to still be in the field. You ain't going to study all day and not be building a business. Doesn't matter if you go get a license, you ain't got a business in place. You still want to get some appointments in. 1 or 2 appointments, but by 9 o'clock that night, you need to be taking your practice test. Study by topic. On Monday, you're going to take a study by topic. After you left class Saturday, Sunday, you're going to take the study by topic online, practice test online on chapters 1 and 2. On Tuesday, chapter 3 and 4. On Wednesday, chapter 5 and 6. And then by Thursday, you take the whole practice exam and get the green light so you can go take your test Friday or Saturday and be licensed. But you got to follow the process. Monday, when you get out of class, you do the practice test, study by topic on chapter 1 and 2. Don't try to swallow all the crap you heard over the weekend. Break it down in small chunks. Master chapter 1 and 2 on your practice exam online. Tuesday, 3 and 4, master that online. Wednesday, 5 and 6, study by topic. Master that, and once you're scoring 80% on each chapter, you know you're ready to go get the whole deal done. And then you take the green light on Thursday because you're getting at least an 80% on all the study by topics. You go get the green light because you scored an 80% on that. And then you go take the test. And then you pass the test. And then you get your $300 bonus. And then you go to the graduated compensation plan, baby. You should be at 50%. Because we did 3 recruits and we also got you 3 sales. Now you're at 50%, man. Now your dream, you are positioning yourself for your dreams to start becoming your reality. But you got to follow the process. You got to follow the system. The system works, but you got to follow it. Right? Point number 7. You continue to set appointments with your field trainers, fighting towards your district leader promotion if you haven't gotten it yet, so you can make sure you get the 50% contract. Number 8. The field training process, when you're going through your field training process, see, we're going to do 13, not appointments with you, 13 sales with you. That means we may go on 20, 30 appointments. However many it takes to get you at least 13 sales, we going to be with you through those 13 sales. On the first 3 sales, as long as 3 recruits match with them, you get 3 recruits and 3 sales. They don't got to be done on the same day. But in the midst of your trade, you got to get 3 recruits and 3 sales. They're going to pay you $300. That's what you get paid on the first 3 sales that we close. You're going to get a total of $3 for your field training compensation. But we going to get you the district leader after that. All right? And we're going to go through 13 sales with you. So on the first 3, you get paid a total of $300 as long as 3 recruits are matched with it. But we still got to go on 10 more closes with you. 10 more. And now you're at a 50% contract because we did 3 recruits and 3 sales. How did we do 3 recruits and 3 sales? Because you built the top 100 list with your field trainer. We saw at least 10 people in your first week. You didn't go into the life class till about your second week. So we got in front of 10 or 15 people. You closed 3 recruits and 3 sales, but now we got to go on 10 with you, and you got your license now. And you at 50%. So think about this. You still got us with you. You still got the field train. You got the best of the best going with you, and we owe you 10 more sales. It may take 15 to 20 appointments to get it, but we still got to go with you. And now you're getting paid at 50% on 10 sales. Why you got the pros with you, baby? Think about it. We're going to pick up 10 family checks for $84 a month, $1,000 a year. You make $500 off each one of those policies. 500 times 10, that's $5 grand. $5 grand you made. See, you got to follow the process, though, so we can get you there. We got to get you to 50%. We got to get you licensed. So you got to, right now, this is the most important part of a new recruit's career. It's when you first start, you follow the process the right way so you can get the desired results. You don't want to be one of those ones that say Primerica didn't work. We know a lot of them. But how can they say Primerica don't work when a guy like me with no college degree went to Vashon High School? They passed me because I played basketball. They paid us $350,000 in our first year. How can somebody say it don't work? No, it works. You didn't. Or you didn't follow the process. We got to follow the process. So make sure that we're doing that, guys. So we're going to go on a total of 13 closes with you. Whether it's 15 appointments that we have to do it, 20 appointments, we're going to do 13 closes to make sure you get money in your pocket. Point number 9, and we almost done. It says most can't get to 18 appointments because they're not doing the beneficiary rollover. Guys, this is the most important part of your career. See, once you build your list, you want to make sure you're not looking for appointments. I want to be running around trying to find somebody to sell life insurance all my career, looking for appointments. We got to do the beneficiary rollover. We got to make sure every policy that we close, see, we're going to close 13 with you. Each one of those 13 people that we close should send you to 5 more people. What's 13 times 5? I don't know. 10 times 5 is 50. So I don't know. So maybe it's 65. That's 65. When we go close 13, it sends us to 65 more people. And let's say out of those 65, we only close 30. Well, all 30 going to send us to 5 more. What's 30 times 5? 30, 60, 90, 120. That's 150 more people that we get to go see. See, every time we leave an appointment, it should send us to the next. They got to give us 2 beneficiaries, 3 emergency contacts. And we should be calling the beneficiaries from the appointment. We shouldn't be leaving houses with names and numbers written on a piece of paper. We should be calling the beneficiaries and setting the appointments from the client's phone. Because if you call from the client's phone, they sister who's the beneficiary, they brother who's the beneficiary, they mama who's the beneficiary, it's going to pick up. See, you got to make sure that your business is continuing. It ain't about going on 10, 15, 20 appointments. It's making sure those 10 or 15 appointments lead you to 100 more. See, you don't want to be in this business and you licensed now and you ain't got nobody to see because every appointment you went on, you closed 13 sales, you made your 4, 5 grand. But now you can't make no more money because you won't take the time out while you at the house to fill out the beneficiary form and call the beneficiaries and call the emergency contacts right there from the kitchen table. You ate today, but what about tomorrow? You want to make a career out of this. You want to go make 6 figures. See, you can't make 6 figures if you ain't got nobody to go see. The toughest part of the business is setting appointments. So it's best to set the appointments while the client is sitting there and the sister's on day phone saying, come and tell me how to collect this money if you die so I can take care of your babies. They're going to set that appointment 100% of the time. They're going to set those appointments 100% of the time. See, what happens is people get started in the business and they make their little top 100 list and you think that's going to last forever. Let me give you a shocker. You ain't going to see all 100 of those people. Some of them going to be playing games with you. You're never going to see them. But if you go see 30 or 40 of them and you close 15 to 20 of them and 15 to 20 send you to 5 more, you got another top 100 list, and it never ends if you do this every time. You got to marry. You have to marry the beneficiary process. Every client I write up, let's call your sister now. Oh, it's late at night. We didn't leave that appointment tonight. It's her sister. Oh, well, you don't understand. Right now, we get out the appointment, man, it was already 10:30. It's her sister. See, if my brother take out a life insurance policy right now, it is 9:49 p.m. If he's with his agent and he called me, I'm going to pick up, and I'm not going to have a problem that my brother called me at 10:30 at night. See, you put these blocks on your brain and you stunting your growth and your success. Don't make excuses, make it happen. Every client you see should lead you to 5 more. Even if they don't get no insurance. Who do you know that can benefit from the concepts that we shared? We talked about living too long. Running out of money before you die. Not having no investment. We talked about dying too soon. Who do you know that could benefit from this information? Who do you know? And everybody sees our company asks us to get at least 10 referrals to show that I did a good job. And then you ask them for 10 referrals. They give you 5. You're still good. Who do you know? Listen, man. You got to ask for referrals. And then you call the referrals from the house. You link them, call your brother for me. I ain't excited because I ate today. I ain't excited because you closed your deal today. I'm building a business. And I understand to build a business, I got to be on appointments and setting appointments. I got to be on appointments and setting appointments. I got to be on appointments and setting appointments. If you ain't on appointments and setting appointments, you're losing. See, I understand that a lot of people don't run the beneficiary program. And they got every reason in the books of why they don't do it, but they're losing. They're losing. They're losing bad in this business. They're frustrated right now because they can't get in front of nobody. They're scrounging around and wrestling around trying to find somebody to see. And everybody you closed last month should have sent you to 5 people. But this month you're struggling. You didn't do the benefit. You justified in your mind why you wasn't going to do the beneficiary calls from the house. You justified that. And this month now you're trying to find some premium. Shouldn't be having to find no premium. Every client you wrote should have sent you to 5 more. How you closed 7 policies last month and none this month? How does that happen? Because you ain't got nobody to see. There's nobody for you to sit down in front of because it was just too much for you to take an extra 5 minutes to call the beneficiaries emergency contacts. So you got to follow the system. The system is what gives you success. Chris Donahue's having his best month this month. And I said, what do you attribute to? He said, right now we seeing the beneficiaries now. Oh, you mean to tell me that works? Yeah, it works. You just got to work it. So anybody that never go to Gold's Gym and say, man, Gold's Gym don't work. Gold's Gym don't got to work. You got to get on the treadmill. You got to go follow the system. You got to stay on the regimen. You take pieces out of the system and you think it's going to perform. Take your carburetor out your car. Take your muffler out your car. Disconnect your brake line. Tell me how that car runs. You can't take pieces out of something and expect it to perform the way it's supposed to perform. Man, you ain't supposed to be struggling looking for appointments. I just got back in the field. I just decided to get back in the field. The last couple of weeks, I've been back in the field now. I'm going to beat all y'all in personal production, by the way, this month. Anybody want to challenge me, let me know. We're going to put some money online. I'm going to beat all y'all this month. You know why? Because when I go on my appointments, I'm at about 2,000 in personal right now. I got beneficiary appointments. I got appointments in the morning because I know it works and I'm going to do it. You still trying to wonder if it works. You still trying to figure out if you should do it. Oh, Chris, I'll take your challenge, brothers, for $100. He said, no, sir. Okay, bro, I'll take your challenge. $100 that I beat you this month. Yes, you're ahead of me right now. That will change. I promise you. So just put yes if you accept it. It's $100. Anybody think they're going to beat me in personal this month? Because I'm going to do the beneficiary every time. I don't know if you're going to do it. I'm going to go see the beneficiary every single time. What about you? See, this works if you work it. Last point. Complete 6 sales yourself. See, once you went through the field training process, with your trainer, and we did 13 sales with you, the next thing we want to see happen is you do 6 sales when we ain't around. We've been on 20, 30 appointments with you. We closed 13 sales with you. Now we want you to do 6 sales when we ain't around. We want you to get 2 IBAs, 2 independent business applications, 2 recruits when we ain't nowhere around. Because if you go and do 6 sales by yourself and 2 recruits by yourself, now we can turn your whole team over to you to train. Because you showed us, not only did you learn, did you see it done, you know how to do it. You comprehended what was going on in the process. So now you can take somebody through the process. See, I want you to go out on your own after you've been with me. Go out and see some of your beneficiaries, your emergency contacts, the referrals that we gathered together while I was training you. See, that's why it's important to do that. Because we got to make sure the people that we train, they got people to see when we get done training them. If they ain't getting beneficiary, emergency contacts, and referrals, who they going to go see when you get through training them? That's why it's important to get this. They got to have a big market to go see. They should have 100, 200 people to go see when you get done training them. And then they know how to take that 200 and grow it to 1,000. Following the process. See, I want you to go out there and I want you to close 6 deals and get 2 recruits without me. Because I can't train your whole team. I'm going to train your first 3, maybe 6, but then I'm recruiting up under them. So I need your help. So I need you to make sure you paying attention and going through the field training process the right way. See, by the time we get to your 12th appointment, when we go on your 12th appointment, you should be able to do the whole presentation yourself on that 13th appointment. Because after appointment number 1 through 6, you can watch me do everything. But appointment number 7, I'm expecting you to start talking. I'm expecting you to start doing the flip chart. Appointment number 8, I want you to do even more of it. Appointment number 9, I want you to do even more of it. So I'm graduating you into the system. But after the 6th appointment, I ain't doing all the talking. Field trainers don't do all the talking. That's why we got the presentation on this recording. You can go watch that link, and you should be watching this because you're going to be after your 6th appointment, number 7, you should be talking. Not all of it, but you should be doing a page or 2. And you should be doing it effectively because you had time. You've seen us do it 6 times. You've been watching the presentation on record. You should know how to do it. Other than that, what we doing? We just running around with you and you ain't going to get great? No, we want you to get great. So you got to put some time in. You got to study your craft so you can be not good at this, but you can be great at this. Not good at this, but great at this. That's what we fighting to go do. Because by the time you get to your 18th appointment, we still with you. We're going to stay with you through 13 sales minimum. But by the time we get to the 18th appointment, I'm just like this. See, I want to watch you do your thing. I want to be sitting back saying, I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. See, I remember we was training Matt and June Hill, man. By the time we got to about number 6 appointment, 7 appointment, they was about ready to go on their own. But see, every appointment, he had a tape recorder on his phone, and he recorded the presentation. He wasn't sitting there just looking at me and laughing and counting his money. He was recording it. And when I left him, he was playing the recordings in his ear. And his wife was playing the recording in their ear. And by the time we came back down for the 2nd, 3rd weekend, they was at this side of town. We was on that side of town. The first few weekends, we was all in one car, but we can only be one place at a time. But they prepared themselves. And then they were going, pew, we was all over the city of Kansas City. And that's what we expect you to do. We want you to graduate through this program. We want you to be ready by the 7th appointment that you start talking. And you got to get to your 7th appointment because you build a list effectively. And you don't set appointments on your own. You set them with your field trainer. Listen, don't compromise this. Don't tell yourself it's any other different way. I know a lot of people that try different than what I'm telling you tonight, and they usually don't make it. They ain't around for the 18th appointment. They never develop any field trainers. Because they can't even get to the 18th appointment. How are you going to develop a field trainer and you can't get through 18 to 20 appointments? You'll never develop a field trainer. You got to build the list properly with your team. You got to set the first 10 appointments with them with 4 to 5 point market. If you don't, they're not going to make it to the 20th appointment. That's why you don't have field trainers right now. You never got anybody through 20 appointments with you. And they don't get through 20 appointments because you don't build a top 100 list out the gate. And you don't do beneficiary rollovers. When they close one deal, you ain't sending them to 5 more. That's why you don't have field trainers. That's why you ain't overriding a bunch of people, although you recruited a bunch of people. See, we got to follow the process. The process work. But we got to be committed to making it work. God is no respecter of person, and the process ain't no respecter of person. You just got to follow it, man. You just got to follow it, woman. And good things happen to people that follow the process. We learned the system. And we taught it to Matthew and June. They RVPs. They teaching it to their people. We get paid every time they do it. He taught it to Chris and Mike. They teaching it to their people. This is how the deal works. We in St. Louis, 300 miles away. But because we had a system in place, we getting paid without being there now. Man, don't you want that for your life? So we want to make sure you clearly understand this process. Don't skip no pieces. Do it all. Play this back. See, every time you recruit somebody, you should send them this link. So I suggest the trainers that we do, certain ones you copy and paste, go into your notepad on your phone and put links, title it links. And this one is titled The Process. The other one is The Presentation. The other one is Developing Field Trainers. And when you get a new person in your business, the first thing they should get is this one saying, this is the process. So they know how to get paid. They know how they should be going through the field training process. They know they need to be doing benefits. They know what it is. This is the process. This is the first one they should listen to. And then after they get to listen to this, they understand the process. They can't never tell you, I ain't know about how to pay work on the first 3 recruits and 33 sales. I ain't know about this graduated compensation after 3 by 3. They can't say none of that because they listen to the process. Then you give them the presentation because they need to start learning the presentation. Then after that, you give them the one on field training because after they learn the process and the presentation, then they need to be fighting to go be field training. So we got one on how to develop a field trainer. See, we want to go build an army, a great army, a prepared army, an army that's ready to go take over the world. And I know we got the right type of people with us that we can go do it. But we got to make sure we following our systems. We can't deviate from it. Does that make sense? So, guys, I'm jacked up. I'm pumped up. We're getting towards the end of the month, guys. And it's about a week to go. And we got a big Super Saturday down here in St. Louis, right? My base shop is in Kansas City. I'm expecting you guys to be here. And I'm expecting y'all to go finish this month strong so you can play a significant role. Chris looked like he's going to be getting that #1 spot as regional leader. But we still got a week to go. So other regional leaders got a chance to go say something, go have some influence on how that's going to end. But I know he's fighting to go be #1. He's fighting to go be #1, guys. But listen, we need to all be fighting to go be #1 because we come down, it's going to be over 200 people in this room. And we're going to be recognizing milestones for income. We're going to be recognizing milestones for production. And we're going to be running people across the stage. And we're going to be giving promotion plaques and certificates for where you are in the business, guys. So you got to make sure that you're placing. So it's going to be next Saturday, guys. So we sent the information in the group meet. But let me go ahead and call off these top people real quick, guys, and we'll go ahead and get off the call. So let's look at, I'm sorry, I got to include through First Generation because Fatty Matty team got to get included in this. Fatty Matty. Y'all, Matt wants to be called Fatty Matty now. He don't want us to call him Matthew no more. He wants to go by Fatty Matty. So make sure when y'all see him that y'all call him Fatty Matty. So we're going to look at, guys, all we're going to look at tonight is the challenge score. Challenge score, look at your recruits for your times your premium. First off, I want to give a shout out, man, to the Salams. Darlene and Amir Salam out there in that snow in Kansas City. Ain't let nothing stop them when they put policies in today. Man, that was outstanding. Riding around in the snow and making things happen. Right? Mike and Kakashi Green and the new recruit down there, too. I think his name is Dante. Out there in the snow. Now, the Dante's on Chris' team, but they had another new recruit also out there in the snow, chopping it up, making it happen. Congratulations to you guys. So, listen, guys, let's look at this challenge score, guys, and we're going to call out the top in a couple different categories. So, first off, in base shops, Madden June Hill challenge scores at 26,344. Kiana and our base shop team in St. Louis and Kansas City combined 30,822. Our regional leader category, guys, we got DJ Cut with 3,237. We got Mike and Kakashi Green at 3,946. We got Dennis Love at 9,045. And then #1, we got Chris Donahue and Sharon Baker with 12,319. Great job. Looking at division leaders, guys. Division leaders, we got Burles and Derica Borkins at 2,023. At #4, we got #3, we got Anthony Morris at 2,556. #3, we got Yolanda Davis at 2,683. And at #1, guys, we got Cortisha and Lawrence with 3,931. Guys, great job. District leader category. At district leader, we got coming in at #6, we got Terrence and Kiana, I always say her name wrong, Keela, Terrence and Keela at 1,666. Proud of you guys and what you all doing this month. Lamika Wilson at 1,958. Darlene and Amir Salam doing their thing, 2,556. Tina Nelson, 2,982. And coming in at #2, guys, we got Anita Thomas. She's normally at that #1 spot, but now she's at #2. I know she's going to be fighting to finish this week out strong, but she's at 3,983, guys. But at #1, we got Camila Brooks and Miss Terry Underwood with $6,440, guys. Go ahead on, Camila Brooks and Miss Terry Underwood. That's at our district leader category. Guys, senior rep, guys, we got Camila Brooks. I guess your promotion, y'all operating 2 codes, so that's 1,000 there. for Miss Terry Underwood. That's just calling a recruit. And then we got the rep level guys. At the rep level, we got coming in, we got Percy Tate, brand new recruit Percy Tate, and we also got Akeisha Williams with 1,000. Darlene and Miss Line operating 2 codes. They got 1,000 even in their rep code. Tawanda Edwards got 1,000 in the rep code. Then we got Austin Welch, 1356 in the rep code. We got Aretha Lewis, 1815 in the rep code. We got Rochelle Spencer, brand new up under Anita Thomas at 1824. And guys, number one at the rep, I'm sorry, we got the senior. So number 1 was actually Rochelle Spencer is number 1 in the rep category with 1,824. And I know Rochelle is going to district leader here real soon. So guys, I'm excited, guys. When we get to the Super Saturday, we should be promoting a record number of district leaders. We should promote a record number of senior reps. Right, somebody that's a district, you got to go push through and get division. Anita, we're expecting you to go to division leader, right? Darlene Amir, we're expecting you to go to division leader, guys. We also got Lakeisha, we're expecting you to go to district leader, guys. Jasmine George, we're expecting you to go to division leader. It's time to go position ourselves to get to 5 licensed codes so we can get to that division contract. And then division leaders, we're expecting you to go to regional. And our regional leaders, we need you fighting like crazy to go snatch this RVP contract. Let's get these securities licenses in place, right? And let's go get this RVP contract. Guys, RVP is the place to be. You see what's happening to Matt and Joe Molly? They're making $10,000, $15,000 a month now. Soon they went to RVP, went over $50,000 in income. Starting from scratch in a new code, 50 grand in 4 months. I'm just saying, we got to have promotions in motions. And the way that's going to happen, guys, we got to follow the doggone system. We got to study the system. We got to study the presentation. And I don't want you to be good at it. I want you to make up your mind to be great at it. We got great people on our team. From Kansas City to St. Louis to Illinois, Jefferson City, Columbia. Man, we got some awesome players on our team. And we ain't seen nothing yet. All we saying is now we're going to rise up to the level of our potential. Shout out to Chris and Sharon. They qualified for the dinner with me and Kiana. They got their 2x2,000. They got that in the bag. They got that done. Darlene and Miss Salon, they right there at the cuff. They'll get one more policy and they'll be there. Right? 2 recruits and 2,000, right? And maybe it's somebody else that I'm missing. I shouldn't have started calling names until I had them on road now, but I know those people has gotten to their 2x2,000. And I'm excited to go to this dinner. Everybody get the 2x2,000, man. We're going to dinner. We want to celebrate you because you did 2 recruits and 2,000 premium in a month. Man, we all should be doing 2 recruits and 2,000 premium a month. And I'll close out with this, guys. Be ready for that Super Saturday. We're going to kick off at 10 o'clock Saturday, December the 1st. We're going to kick off at 10 o'clock. It's going to be a dynamite meeting. It's going to be from 10 o'clock to 2. At 10 o'clock, we're going to have an op meeting. Right? At 11 o'clock, guys, the Super Saturday going to kick off, and it's going to be rocking. Then we got breakout classes where if you're a rep or a senior rep, you're going to a class that's structured for you. If you're a district leader, you go to a class structured for you. Division leader going to your class. Regional leader going to your class. RVP is going to their class. And then we want you to graduate. See, as we bring our next one together, you should be moving from the district to the division to the region. We want promotions in motion, baby. Go build a team so we can live a dream. So, guys, I'm going to put together this week, I'm going to do a presentation from the house. I'm going to come walking from the inside, and we're going to walk around the house, and we're going to talk about how Primerica changed our life, and we're going to explain the opportunity. It's going to be about a 5-minute link that you can send to people and have them to take a quick look at it. But I'm going to sell the dream for you. Some of y'all be at the kitchen table, man, when you get through with your appointments and all that stuff, and you close out, hey, just push the link on your phone, and I'm going to explain the opportunity with them. I'm going to sell the dream for them like never before. Because we're going to utilize technology to take our business to the next level, guys. We got an amazing team. Let's dominate December the 1st. When we come in down here in St. Louis, December the 1st, we do this Super Saturday. Let's dominate this doggone thing. Let's take number 1, number 2, number 3 in every category. Because we got a dream team. We just got to raise our level of the way we've been performing. Follow the process, guys. Let's make some great things happen. God bless. We'll see you at the top.